Hey guys, it's Jennifer from Daughter with Spirit here. Today is Friday, April 16th. So excited to be back once again sharing some stories with you. Today is going to be about the first time that I astrally projected. So if you've never heard about astral projection, it is wild. Astral projection is where you leave your body and have an out-of-body experience. So your soul kind of goes on a field trip and you are tethered to your body by what some say is a golden thread or like an umbilical cord. So the first time that I ever astral projected, I was wide awake. Now, I don't think that that is really normal. Usually people astral project, they kind of go into a meditative state or do it right before bed. So the first time I ever astrally projected was when I was awake, when I was 15 years old. So I had heard about astral projection. I had never tried it, never really wanted to. I was always afraid of my gifts. I was afraid of seeing things. I always felt like something was going to snatch me and pull me under the bed. Thank you, poltergeist. So in the house that I grew up in, it was built, I believe, in 1865. Super old historic home, and lots of weird stuff happened to me there. So one night I was up in the summertime. It was over 3 a.m. and I had to go to the bathroom. Nothing weird there. So I got up from my bed and I had to turn the knob, and my bathroom had a little bit of a step down, just a couple of inches. So I opened the door and I stepped down, and lo and behold, I found myself standing on a blacktop road. Freaked me out. So I'm standing on a blacktop road. I'm not in my bathroom anymore. Kind of like, I felt like Stargate, where Stargate had the big circle and they walked through and they were on another planet or place and time. So I walked through and I'm on a blacktop road. And what I saw frightened me. I saw a vehicle turned on its side, and I saw the window down, and I saw someone in the vehicle. Their head was laying on the road, and I freaked out, panicked, of course, like anyone would probably do. And when I got my faculties back, I stepped back into my room and slammed the door. Freaking out, didn't know what was going on. I was, of course, frightened to open the door and go look again. Didn't want that to happen. So I went to the other door, and that was my parents' bedroom. So 1800s houses usually didn't have hallways, so there no hallways in my house. So you just went from like door to door to door, went through all the rooms. So I had to go to my parents' bedroom and use their restroom, and I saw on the clock it was like 3:17 in the morning, and I thought, I'm going to remember that. I'm going to remember that in case something happens. I hear something and I find out what this was all about. So I'm sure I slept with the door open because that was freaky. So scared, always trying to, why did I see that? Who was it? What happened to them? The next morning, my friend Shannon called me. We had driver's ed that morning, and she called before driver's ed and very upset, crying, asking me, did you hear about this wreck? I forget if it was 3 or 4 boys, but one of them didn't make it. And I told her that I had this experience, and it was around 3:17, and she said, she thought that that was around the time that it happened. And I just couldn't believe it. So many things had happened to me like that all of my life, and it just seemed like they were getting bigger and bigger things happening to me. I don't know how many people have an out-of-body experience while they're fully awake like that without actually crossing over. So it was really hard for me to digest and figure out. So come to find out, the boy that crossed over was my godmother's son. And I still, to this day, think about, did he let me see that? Was that my encounter with him? And he was trying to get a message to me. So I have chills right now. So Spirit has always played a really important part in my life, whether it be giving me messages or showing me things, having visitation with them. And that's why it's really important to talk about it and share our stories of the afterlife, because we're all love, and love is always love. Lots of people need to hear these stories, need to hear the messages that our loved ones still have for us. It took me years to tell my godmother about the story that I saw, this car wreck that took her son. I always felt like an outcast whenever I told my stories. And I'm at the age now where I have finally embraced my gifts, finally able to share them, because there's a lot more people out there that think that I'm not weird anymore, that truly want to get a message from their loved ones. So I hope that you have all enjoyed this story. If you want to hear more crazy stories far out, let me know in the comments what you want to hear about. This is just one of the times that I happened to astral project without trying to while I was awake. So yay me, I am a different kind of special. So make sure that you follow me on Facebook. I'm on Instagram under the same name, Daughter with Spirit. If you'd like to book a reading with me, www.daughterwithspirit.com. I go live on Facebook most Wednesdays at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, most Sundays at 4 p.m. Central Standard Time, and sometimes I make events in the Facebook page where I go live and pull oracle cards also. Hopefully you have a message there, and you will. Come find me and share and invite your friends. The more the merrier. I thank you all for being here. Make sure to ring the bell and subscribe. If you want to hear more content like this, you'll definitely want to subscribe and share me with your friends. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to share them with me. I always get back to the comments, and I hope to see you guys soon. Bye.